Welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal Randomized. The episode, by the way, of the podcast that I was talking about in the last episode was episode 155, which is 3 new principles I'm going to try to follow with gaming. And if I could try to remember what the other ones were, because one of them was that I don't necessarily have to feel, I shouldn't feel like I have to finish a game that I start. It kind of depends on the game, honestly. Some of them I definitely do want to finish. Other ones, I'm less inclined to do that, just because some of them don't really matter as much to me. I did not realize that was just a dead end. Oh, okay, so I have to go that way. Sorry, for some reason I was thinking I could go a different way in order to get out of here, but apparently I can't. So, my mistake. Alright. But, it's like some games, I'm okay with not finishing. Like Dark Souls, for example. Admittedly, a lot of the frustration that I had with Dark Souls wasn't necessarily with the game itself, but more with the community of Dark Souls, because that was sort of a channel goal that I had many years ago on my Twitch page, that if I hit a certain follower count, I would play Dark Souls. And I did reach that goal, obviously, and I played Dark Souls. And it was kind of cool because I was actually getting better viewer counts than I ever had, like with any other game. There was I think the only other game that I'd ever played that had gotten even close to that kind of numbers was Undertale. And that's another one of those games with, I like the game, I hate the community. Because my issue with Dark Souls was not so much with the game. The game itself was at best. But the community is just a giant dumpster fire. Because, for me, at least in my experience... Look, okay, here's the thing about... For me, the thing about playing video games that I like, especially if it's a game I've never played before, is that I like experiencing the game for the first time completely blind. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm curious to see what's going to happen. And I like that experience. What I don't like is if I'm playing a game for the first time, and then someone comes in and says, hey, you should go do this and get this weapon, because it's way better than anything you're ever going to find for the next 60 hours of this game. It's like, I would rather find that out on my own. I don't care that you know all of the best things in the game. You know? Like, I would rather just experience the game on my own. And it seemed like no matter how many times I said that, wow, another ice attack, a weaker ice attack, but another ice attack nonetheless. But it seemed like no matter how many times I would say that, the people who came in, who just came in for Dark Souls, which that's another thing I don't entirely understand, is people who, they'll watch Twitch or YouTube, they'll just go and watch people just to play one game. Like, I can't fathom doing something like that, just only playing one game or only watching people play one game. It's like that tires me out after a while. It kind of bores me, honestly. Like, I much rather enjoy watching people, watching like the people rather than watching the game. Like, it's not my style to only watch, you know, someone on Twitch or only watch someone on YouTube just for the games that they play. I would much rather enjoy the person rather than the game. Like, yes, it's great to watch someone play a game that I'm interested in, but I'm much more interested in watching the person or the persons. However, you know, if it's a group of people or if it's just one. Either way, I'm much more interested in the person and their brand of commentary or humor. And wow, just a random Raikou. Why not? Another legendary. I'm just going to knock it out and get the experience. But anyway, so with the Dark Souls thing, you know, again, the issue for me was just the fact that there were people who were coming in to the channel just to watch me play Dark Souls. And it really seemed like the majority of people who were there just to watch me play Dark Souls were also there to offer unwarranted advice. And I'm not okay with that. Like, if it says in the channel title, no hints, tips, or spoilers or backseating, what makes you think that you're special and you get to backseat me anyway? Like, I don't want you to tell me where the great weapons are, or how I'm fighting this enemy wrong, or where I should be going, because I've been stumbling around for an hour and I don't know where I'm supposed to go. And I think I've talked about this before. For me, what broke my interest... Okay. What broke my... basically made me stop playing the game was the fact that there was... Like, I was going into the cave near the start of the game with all the skeletons and things, and I didn't know where to go at this point. Like, I had already gone the other way and I couldn't find some other way to go. So I was going down into the caves and trying to think, okay, maybe I can find, maybe progress is this way. And I was getting kind of deep into the caves, and then I was looking over at chat, and I saw someone say, I don't remember the exact phrase, but it was something like, I don't know why he's going this way, it's just a dead end. And, you know, it's like, okay, I'm done with the game. I'm tired of this crap. You know, I don't want to deal with people saying stuff like that, because you're making it harder for me to enjoy the game because I can't figure stuff out for myself. If you want to see someone play the game competently, go play the game yourself, or go watch someone speedrun the game. Don't ruin someone else's experience for the game by saying stuff like, hey, you missed that weapon over there, or hey, this is a dead end, why are you going this way? Or hey, you should be using this weapon to fight this boss. It's like, I don't care what you have to say. Just shut up and let me play the game. Right? Is that... Am I wrong? Am I too old school to do this? Like, how do I convey to people that's like, I don't want you to tell me how to play the game. If you want to tell people how to play the game, open the game yourself and say, hey, you should go over there. Or hey, you should go play this. You should go grab that weapon. You know, don't ruin someone else's experience just because you feel like you have to share. I don't know, maybe that's just something that... Maybe it's just a younger generation thing. Like, I hate to be this, to be like, oh, it's about these youngsters and everything. Like, I'm not... I like to joke about being an old man on the internet. I'm 35, which, in the grand scheme of things, is not that old. But still, it's like, when you kind of... You wonder if it's just the fact that there's someone who's like 16 and they really like Dark Souls, and like, that's fine. If you like the game, that's great. I like a lot of games too. I like Pokemon. I like Darkest Dungeon. I like Cook So Delicious. I like FTL. I like all sorts of games. But I don't obsess over games, I guess, is the thing. And I don't feel like I have to tell someone how to play a game, you know? Like, if I'm seeing someone play Darkest Dungeon for the first time, I want to see how they deal with certain situations. I don't want to tell them, hey, you should use this particular, this class setup, or this group of heroes to fight this boss, because it makes it much easier to be able to defeat the boss, because then you can do this and this and this. And it's like, no, I want to let them figure it out. It's much more interesting to see someone go into this boss and then realize that they've made a terrible mistake because they can't fight back against the boss or whatever. It's like, it's not fun to watch people suffer, but it's interesting to see people learn from what they've done and that sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being old on the internet and not understanding how internet culture works or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Let me know if you think that I'm being too stodgy and that sort of thing. Because there are games that I definitely want to play on here that I don't want spoiled, like games that I've never played before. I definitely want to play other games on here. I'm just concerned that I don't want people like commenting like, hey, this is what you should do. It's like, I don't care what you think I should do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, although also at the same time, I'm recording this stuff well in advance, so even if you said, hey, this is what you should do, chances are I'm way past this point in the game by the time you actually see me playing this part of the game. So, who knows? I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but that's sort of kind of what happens anyway with most of the things that I end up doing. Is I just end up rambling about whatever. And I think I'm doing this in the correct order, but I don't remember for sure. So let's see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the shiny is. I think I changed this so that it... Okay, guess I won't see what the shiny is just yet. I think I changed static encounters, so this shouldn't be a Gyarados. I hope. Hope I didn't mess that up. I'm at least going to fight this Graveler, get a little bit of XP. Because at level 40, I get my... I think it's my last move. It's either 40 or 50 when Celebi learns its last move. I don't remember for sure. But let's save just in case this is something particularly interesting. I think it's also level 30. So this is probably the absolute... That sounded like a Gen 2. I don't know what it was, though. Azumarill? No. Oh my god, it's a shiny Dunsparce! Okay, so I'm gonna catch this just because I like Dunsparce a lot. Don't ask me why, I just do. I think it's okay, Dunsparce with extreme speed. Can I freeze it? Oh, don't knock it out! Damn it. Critical hit. Alright. Sorry, you might see my mouse cursor on screen. I didn't know that was going to happen the last time when I did this, when I did reset. I thought I could do a keyboard command to reset. Apparently, unless I just didn't realize it in RetroArch, wasn't sure how keyboard commands work because I didn't see the option to do like a Control R or whatever. So sorry about the flash here with the shiny sprite. I'll try this again. Hopefully I won't crit again. I didn't extreme speed. Can I freeze it this time? Okay. Stop critting! Look, Celebi, I'm fine with you critting when I'm not trying to... Actually, I'll just use the Master Ball. Screw it. Who cares? Sorry again about the third time this is going to flash on the screen. Like, I don't think I suffer from any sort of... I don't think I suffer from any sort of epilepsy. I'm pretty sure I don't. But I'm very conscious of it when that sort of stuff happens. So I just want to make sure that, you know, anyone who does suffer from any sort of issues with flashing lights, I don't want you to feel like you can't watch because of the flashing lights. So yeah. Let me out of the waters, man. I just want to go see what the moves on that Dunsparce are. I know it has... Okay, level 12, fine, whatever. I know it has extreme speed. I'm not going to switch to a Dunsparce from a Celebi, but still, I like the idea because I like Dunsparce a lot. Just because it's weird and kind of silly. Alright, hi. I almost called him Drake. I was like, no, I know your name's not Drake. Okay, bye. I think I'll follow. Back to... No, not like your age. Mahogany, which I can never see that word and not think about Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Thanks very much for that, guys. Alright, let's see. I have to see what this Dunsparce has. It's also going to be my second highest level Pokemon. So I might as well take it out of there. And I guess we'll say goodbye to Lugia. Even though I don't know why I'm keeping the eggs at this point. But, you know, I want to see what they hatch into. If they even hatch before the end of the game. Which who knows if they will. Does this have an item? It doesn't look like it does. Let's go ahead and grab it anyway. Alright, what do you have on your... What's your moveset, Dunsparce? Extreme Speed, Vital Throw, Thrash, and Fury Swipes. Cool. 4 attacks that can't hit ghost types. Awesome. Like, I like Dunsparce. I think it's... Again, it's not because it's particularly strong or anything. I will admit, like, a lot of Pokemon that I like is not because they're particularly strong. But, oh, this one's close to hatching. Ooh, interesting. I think that was the odd egg that we picked up a while ago. But, like, a lot of Pokemon that I like are not necessarily because they're particularly strong, but because I just like the design or I like the lore behind it and that sort of thing. Because, like, Farfetch has been one of my favorite Pokemon for a while. Like, since well before Sword and Shield came out. And admittedly, part of that did have to do with when I was playing through the Drayano hacks. Fire Out Omega and whatever else came out after that. What were they? Man, I can't remember anymore. It's bad. I should know these things, but I can't remember off the top of my head. What was it? Oh my god. Like, oh yeah, Sacred Gold and Storm Silver. Those ones. Blaze Black, Volt Light, those ones. I really like those games a lot, and he buffed Farfetch'd to the point where it's like, Farfetch is actually really viable and quite strong. And that was kind of like, I just like Farfetch'd a lot. And I don't own Sword and or Shield. I probably will at some point pick it up. Probably after all the expansion packs are out, and if they release like a Game of the Year edition, which they might not. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of like piles of DLC. Just, it's not my bag anymore. But oh crap, here's a Lugia. And I have Ice Punch. It's not horrible. But anyway, I'll probably end this episode pretty quick, just because we're at that point in the day. But yeah, I might talk more about. I forget what I just said I was going to talk about. I'm doing great mentally right now, apparently. Sorry, I don't know. Maybe I'll remember what I was going to talk about in between episodes. Maybe not. Who knows? I certainly don't. And I'm suddenly very, very glad that I have Ice Punch now instead of Fire Blast. Fighting all these things that are weak to ice. Oh, okay. We'll end on this. We'll see what Celebily's, I think, last move is. Trying to learn Sludge. Not good enough. Like, Sludge is a good move. If it was Sludge Bomb, I'd say, maybe. But no, it's not good enough. Yeah. Sorry, Sludge. But those are all good moves that Celebi learned, so I'm okay with that. I think that's going to do it for today. I don't know exactly what we're going to do next. But, I mean, I know what we're going to do in game, because we're gonna keep doing this, but for now, that's going to do it. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will talk to you all next time.